Welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be showing you the easiest way to achieve your highlighting and contouring. You know, the previous video I posted was about how to achieve a flawless makeup without highlighting and contouring. So but today I'm going to be showing you how to highlight and also contour using your makeup products. So if you would love to know how, keep watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you love it. Then let's go. Highlighting and contouring is done when you are done with your foundation routine. Okay, so I'm done with my eye makeup, all right, and I've applied my foundation, all right. For highlighting, you'll be needing a shade of concealer, a shade or two shades of concealer that is lighter than your own complexion. All right, so here I have, this is what one shade of concealer, one shade lighter. This is what it looks like. All right, so but I want to use 2 shades lighter. Remember, the rule is either you use 1 shade or 2 shades lighter than lighter concealers. Okay, so I'll be applying this concealer on the T-zones, all right, under my eye areas and my temple, the bridge of my nose, and my chin, and probably my jawline, but it's really optional. I'm going to start applying them. So with my beauty sponge, I'll go ahead and blend the concealers into my skin like so. I don't allow it to dry. I blend immediately I apply it so that there won't be, so that I can be able to blend it properly. You get? Okay, so you can decide to stop here, or sometimes I also highlight this part of my face. You can call it the jawline. Sometimes I highlight there too. So but I don't, you can actually decide not to use concealer, or you can just do very little like I did. I'm not really going to, I don't like putting plenty. I just need these parts to be highlighted a bit, so you don't need to add so much. All right. Okay, so you have to also blend very well. Blending is the key. If you don't blend it properly, it will just leave some partition there. It's going to be really very nice. So once you apply, just blend it immediately. You can decide to skip this part, right? Just highlight under your eye areas, your jaw, your chin, your tip of your lips, and your forehead, or whatever, or you can call it your temple, you know. So yeah, I'm done with my highlighting. So I'll go ahead and do the contouring. So contouring is the opposite of highlighting. So instead of using lighter shades, now we're going to use a darker shade of concealer or foundation. So I have this concealer, LA Girl concealer in dark cocoa. So I think this is more like one shade darker, right? So I prefer to use, I would prefer, since I've already used 2 shade lighter for my highlighting, so I'll be using this shade. This is black opal foundation, stick foundation, all right, in shade ebony brown, all right. So I'll be using this shade to contour. So now I'll be applying this darker shade on from the hollow of my cheeks, or rather you can measure it from by pouting your lip like so. All right, from this outer corner of the lip, you can measure from this outer corner of the lip. If you don't want to pout your lip, you can measure from the outer corner of the lip down to these hairs you see here. All right, so I'm going to be careful with this so I don't apply plenty. All right, so then I also will be contouring here as well. Okay, I'll do same over here. All right, so I will take my time and blend this. So I'll use this other part of my beauty sponge to blend.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go through the wastelands.
I'll also be applying this at my this area. Okay. I will also apply this on the sides of my nose. I will extend it to the crease of my eye area. I will blend as usual. So I'm done with blending everything. All right, so the next stage is we'll start applying my setting powder, all right, on the highlighted areas. So I will do that using either a beauty sponge, or you can use a flat brush, something that will allow you to place it very well. So I'm using my beauty sponge. All right. All right, for contouring, I'll be using 2 shades or a shade darker. All right, I'll be using 2 shades darker from my powder palette. All right, but if you don't have a powder palette as an individual that wants to just do makeup, you could just get maybe a face definer. This is how face definer. This is Zaron face definer. You can get any product, Yeah. So in a face definer, you have a setting powder, you have a contour, some call it contour kit anyway. So you have a setting powder, you have a contour powder, or rather highlighting powder, contour powder and a bronzer. All right, whichever one. If I'm traveling, I normally go with this. Of course, I can't just carry something like this and start traveling. Okay, but today I'll be using this particular shade from this palette. All right, I'll go ahead and contour the part that I use. I previously used darker shade to to contour. I'll just use the powder and go over it again. All right, like so. Alright, so I'll go ahead and use a smaller brush and do the size of my nose. Alright, I can use a very fluffy brush like so. Any fluffy smaller brush can go. Alright, there's no particular one. You see, you just brush it towards the crease of your eye. Alright, yeah, so guys, this is what we have. Next, I'll go ahead and blend my whole face with my powder shade. Alright, so I'm using this Milani Cosmetic powder in shade 109. Alright, shade 109, that is shade warm. All right, whichever one. So I'm going to use it and blend out this partition, this the line between the highlighted areas and the contour areas. I'll blend it like so. Alright guys, so this is what we have. I'm done with my highlighting and contouring. Okay, so if you follow those steps, you're going to achieve exactly this same look. Alright, so I'll go ahead and use my setting spray now, or I can actually do it maybe when I'm done with applying my bronzer and blushes. I'll just go ahead and do the rest of the makeup, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. So okay guys, so I'm done with my blush. I'll go ahead and do my bronzer. All right, so for my bronzer, I'm going to put it on my cheekbone or apple of my cheek. I'll just do
the storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.
Alright, so I'll use a smaller brush and apply this bronzer on the bridge of my nose as well. Okay, just for that extra glow. Oh wow, this is popping. Okay, I'll also put on the tip of my wig or cookies bowl. So I'm highlighting my brow bone a bit. I love this part of makeup, like applying bronzer. It gives me so much joy. So if you have any questions or any comment, leave them on the comment section below. And if there's any tutorial you want me to film, like if you want me to do probably a lip tutorial or eyeshadow tutorial, whichever tutorial, whatever you want me to talk about in my next video. I would love to see them on the comment section. All right, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.